We're planning on having the Outcomes podcast be a group project. We're going to have different folks join in. And our main goal is to talk about pharmacy, talk about our company outcomes, what we're doing to help pharmacy, and really just all different aspects around the pharmacy industry. Our main objective, help everybody be successful, but that's everybody from pharmacists to techs, also patients, even pharma and PBMs. Want everybody to win, because if one person's success comes at the cost of another, then something's not right. It's not aligned well. Anyways, I appreciate you joining. Our main goal is going to be to talk about pharmacy. I'm a pharmacist myself, have been for 15 years, but I've been in pharmacy my whole life. I grew up underneath the counter playing games while dad was filling scripts. My grandpa was a pharmacist, so I'm a third gen, and I've seen the changes over the years. My first chocolate malt was at a pharmacy soda fountain. My first taste of cookie dough ice cream was at a different pharmacy that had an ice cream counter. Still, the best pork tenderloin sandwich I've had was even at yet another pharmacy that had a lunch counter. Pharmacies have a rich heritage of being all things for their community, especially in small towns. But today, that's getting flexed. It's being tested right now. And the payment model, is getting changed on us. It's been a long, slow process. And so there's been doubters or folks that aren't quite sure what the new looks like. And so we fight to keep the old. And for good reason. We're fighting to keep taking care of the patients in our community. But I think there is a new future opening up, and we're starting to see the opportunities and the roadmap forward. And hopefully, as we talk about the different aspects of outcomes and what we see the future looking like, it'll become clear for everyone, ourselves included, whether our vision is right for where we think the profession is heading and how we're going to enable it, or even if we learn new things along the way from interactions with all of you. So I would love to get feedback, and always welcome to hear from our customers, because really we're all in this together. At Outcomes, we believe that payment shift is a good thing. We can see that pharmacists for a long time have been providing both products and services, but have only been getting paid for one. And as the price continues to get eroded, it's not a bad thing. It's just a industry getting more efficient. So we see the margins on the dispensing declining because there are advancements that can do it faster, better, cheaper. But there's a different side to what pharmacists have historically done, and that's the services, the conversation one-on-one in the pharmacy, just over the counter, making a recommendation based on what the patient says their symptoms are. Those pieces, because they were never formalized and made a payable product, are going away as pharmacists get less and less time as they become busier to try to keep the doors open. But that's not the way it needs to be. What we see the system kind of demanding of us is that we develop that payment for the service component. And that's an okay thing. We've seen many industries do that. My best example I share with folks is the gas stations. The old school gas stations were everything. They'd come out and pump your gas for you. They'd take your payment inside and bring you back change. I wasn't around for it, but I think they would check your oil, top off your washer fluid, all those sorts of services. And of course, now what do we see? We see pay at the pump. Nobody's coming out. And if you want to go inside and be waited on by a human, well, it's for the other things. All of the different assorted products that they carry in their convenience store sections are really where the margin is. The gas is now fully commoditized. And I don't think that's a bad thing. But if the service for your car was dependent on that gas station's margin on their gas, then we'd have a problem. We'd have cars breaking down all over and nobody'd know what to do about it. And so I think that's where pharmacy's at right now. We've been getting pushed to commoditize our products, and our service component is still very much needed. We just have to evolve and develop as a profession and show folks the way forward. What does that look like to have a pure service station just for your vehicle? What does it look like to have a pharmacist provide the services, the recommendations, the interventions, as a reimbursable service, while the products are still a part of it, but they might be more commoditized and more lower margin than they've been. So hopefully we can paint that picture, and then I would love to be able to connect the dots for why Outcomes is where we're at. Over the last couple of years, there's been a lot of changes inside of Outcomes. What was TDS and Prescribed Wellness and Outcomes all became one company. And I hear from different folks at trade shows the feedback of, so what all do you guys do? And it's a great question. And obviously it's a common thing when a merger or a consolidation like that happens. But I think telling the story is a better way of giving the explanation of what are all the products and services that Outcomes offers these days. The main idea, the big vision behind all of that was we can see where the future of pharmacy is going, and it's going to take someone who can provide an end-to-end of all of those things to truly help the pharmacies be successful. So from pharmacy management systems like we have in RX30 and Computer RX to the service component, the clinical interventions, the MTM that we administer through the Outcomes platform. Those are examples of how we are helping, or we believe that we can see where the profession is going, and we're helping make that possible for a pharmacist to still continue doing the things that are needed in the community, but do it in a way that's realistic and do it with a partner who has put all those tools together and made that future pharmacy state possible. So I like also getting intel or information from all the various folks out there. I'm not sure how many of you are on LinkedIn or like to just scroll your feed there. Sometimes it's negative, and I can only take so much of that. But a lot of times I see pharmacists doing innovative things, cool new products and platforms, technology coming out, getting used. And I just love scrolling just to read and just to see what different people are doing. So I think as we go along, we'll highlight Outcomes products. And my goal would also be to include the different movers and shakers that are out there, introduce new ideas. If you're not going out and finding them or just seeing them passively in a LinkedIn feed, then hopefully this can be a resource where you can learn about different people doing innovative things in our space. The most important part is that we stay in business, we stay open to change, and we're there for our customers and community when they need us. So come along for the ride. Listen in as we talk pharmacy, talk about the industry and all the different dynamics that go into dispensing. Appreciate y'all joining me this time, and we'll see you next time on Outcomes from the Counter.